Hello everyone, this is Milan from Hypermedia, and in this video I want to talk about how to increase your prices and basically get better values out of your prices. So I'm going to list 5 or 6 methods how to do it. There are other ways, but I think these are the best ways and the most accessible to anyone. So usually this can go 2 ways. With product and with services, you can raise the prices of those with other methods and other strategies, but I try to keep it fairly simple to both. So first of all, the one thing you can do is repackaging your product. So what that means, repackaging your product per service. So what that means is probably you have a service-based business where you have free services, so low, medium, and high ticket service. Then you can repackage the low to sell for lower, actually, with removing a few advantageous things and also giving something. So it will depend on what you lower and what you get up. It will depend on what is selling the most. So if your high ticket service is selling, let's say, 100 pieces, the low and the medium is selling 20. So then your goal is to get your high ticket to have a much higher price point. So you can do that by giving it more features, because if the high is the most sellable one, then you have to give it more features. But if your medium is the one that is most sellable, then you will just remove one feature of the high one and just give it to the medium, and that's going to be one or two, a few features, and that's going to be giving much more value to the medium one, because we'll talk about it in that. But the thing is that with product you can also do this by bundling products. So you get $200 product, you both and you say to your customer that they can save up to, let's say, 20%. So 10%, that would mean that you sell the two products for 180, and you sell your two products for 180, and both should be having a big margin where you can afford to lose, but by the way, you will win on other stuffs, because you are setting up the way that your product is however priced lower, but in the end you will get the results and the benefits because they just order more. And if they order more and your margin is almost the same, then you get more money. It's just logic. So the next strategy that I would use to boost a product is access strategy. So this is a really great way to boost product and service costs, prices, sorry, because you are just providing an access to your Telegram group, to your Discord chat, to your Facebook group, to all the kind of groups and chats and all the kind of things that you can provide access to. And this is great for you and for your customers, because your customers can talk about their thoughts and their feelings about your product, and as well as you can get a shit ton of benefits from it, because you can analyze what they are saying about your product. So this is a great way to get a few percentage more, so like 10 to 20% more for your product and for your service, because you are benefiting them with a new advantageous opportunity by getting into your access group, where, for example, with a business, with a B2B business, it will be beneficial, because let's say you are selling something like mine and you are creating a Facebook group where a lot of other business owners are there, so they can just help each other, they can talk about each other and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a beneficial group for everyone. This is the access strategy. The third strategy, sorry guys, is the product strategy. So the product strategy is basically when you are giving a product in access to your service or to your product. Sorry guys. So the basic fundamental of this strategy is that you're providing your normal service or a normal product, but you are giving an access new product, a better product, or an extended product that should be paired with it. So for example, let's go with a fitness example. So you are providing, in terms of product, let's say with the service, so you're providing 12-week coaching plan, but in the 12-week coaching plan you have a supplement company, and that supplement company will have an offer for your coaching clients, sorry, that they can buy a bundle which will be last for the duration of the challenge for a really low price, but will make you money because that's your company and you will make still 20% on that uh, purchase, but they will get a really good price on their supplements. So this is the best way to put a product strategy. Yeah, and how you can do that with products, because with services, as you can see, it's pretty easy, but with products it's a little bit harder because you have to provide some kind of digital products. So this can be an ebook or anything like that. So let's say with the fitness example, you are providing a big supplement bundle for 250, and you are giving with it a 4-week, not a 4 week, sorry, workout plan or a recipe book. So this basically, then this would be $300, which is going to cost you nothing to make that workout plan or that recipe book, but that's just going to be an added benefit to them, which you can price it more, which will make worth your product more. Yeah, the next one is just a basic service strategy. So it's pretty similar to a product strategy, but you are giving a service with your product. You can't really do that with a service based business because you are already, it's just going to be added a new feature and you can just price higher. The next thing, but with the product you can do it, like for example, if you're selling those same supplement bundles for 250, you can give a 4-week coaching plan for, like, let's say 100 plus, 200, 150 plus. You get a coach for 50, and then you can split the 150 or something like that. But the thing is that you can have you can price your product much higher because of that. Yeah, so that was the product strategy. So that was the fourth strategy. The fifth strategy is just basically reintroducing your product to the marketplace with added benefits to it. So this can be through fuck. So this can be through a new launch, this can be through advertising, this can be through influencers. But the thing is that, and this is what I failed to mention in the beginning, that the only thing that is going to be getting you to price higher your product is giving more value. And these methods are always forwarding to you to give more value, because if you're giving access, then you are giving more value. If you're giving new service, then you're giving more value. If you're giving a product to your customer, that's just giving them more value and more leverage to you. And this is why a repackaging and a reintroducing is also should be some kind of value transfer and just giving more value to them. Okay, and lastly, but most importantly, is just pricing up. It's the most simple strategy, but it can just only work with service-based businesses and usually be the starting out freelancers, and not starting out freelancers, but business B2B businesses, because the thing is with this, only just B2B businesses can do it, because with a product you can just sell more. So the repricing is basically depends on the fact that you cannot fulfill every fucking order that you get. And yeah, this is true for products, but you cannot price a product more because much more, because you just can't fulfill the orders, because then you will lose some edge against the competitors. But with a service-based business, let's say you have 10 clients with $100 as a graphic designer, for say, and you are working for them for 3 months, and then you filled up your pipelines and you realize that you cannot get any more people into, and you're just making $1,000. So then you say that, okay, if you want to work with me for the longer period of time, you have to pay 200 per month. So let's say 3 to 5 people leave, that's going to be leaving you with more than you made already, and you can fill up with 5 new people, 3 to 5 new people, and then you raise your price again, you raise your price again, you raise your price again. And where is the value transformation here? The value transformation here is that you are working a shit ton with all your capabilities, and you are just getting better and better and better at your craft. This is the value transformation, because basically you are just better at what you are doing. And this is it. The last value transformation is just pricing up. You can't do this unlimited times, but if you use the strategies that we laid it down here, you can pretty much continue it to the end of your business if you do it right. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found it informative, and I hope you know everything about how to price your products right and how to get more out of your customers, and as well as how to provide more value to your customers, because that's the most important thing, how to provide more value to your customers. This is what you should know before you start pricing your product. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day, guys.